Is this the beginning of the end for Battle Royale? Has this mode peaked? Hey guys, it's Doug playing. Okay, so today I am spreading my wings a little bit and I'm a little bit curious about Battle Royale and the way that it's going. In the last few years, it's not been the same like it has initially when it started. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to look at a question, whether Battle Royale mode is dead. Okay, so to answer the question, we're going to be looking at some trends in the game industry, and we're going to explore. In my opinion, I think Warzone is the future of Call of Duty. I've gone as far as to say to somebody, I think Call of Duty should be rebranded to Warzone and completely drop the Call of Duty name. Hey, I think it's bold, but if you actually look at it, it makes a lot of sense because Warzone is a brilliant name, not just for a Battle Royale game, but for the complete Call of Duty franchise. All they have to do really is just change the name every year, like Warzone, Modern Warfare, Warzone, Black Ops 3, Warzone. Come up with new names for all I care. Alright, so let's start by looking at some stats. So in recent years, if you look at the popularity of the Battle Royale as a genre, it actually has skyrocketed. With games like Fortnite and Apex becoming household names, as you can tell, because obviously everyone plays those games. I play those games. My grandma plays those games. However, there's been a lot of talk lately about how there's a sharp decline within this genre of Battle Royale. Supposedly, it's a lot of fatigue that our players are suffering from. And do you know what? To be fair, I get it, because at this point, Fortnite's exhausted, PUBG's exhausted, so is every other Battle Royale game, really. I've seen when I play those games, I get that people still play it. I mean, they're just games, right? They're still going to play it. But there's a lot of fatigue, definitely. There's a lot of players that are just playing it because of routine. So, you know that thing in your head that just ticks and you just carry on doing what you're doing, but you don't really want to be doing it? I suppose you don't have much choice given to you. But is this really the case, though? That's the question I've got to ask you. I've got to ask you whether you think yourself this is peaked or there's a lot of fatigue. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to subscribe and you're going to let me know in my comments and say, dude, you chat absolute fraff, because at this point it's still booming and it's still going up, of which leads me to my actual next point, because according to a recent report from Superdata, the number of actual active players in Battle Royale games has actually decreased in the last 2 years by 50%, would you believe it? Now, this would suggest that the genre may be losing steam and may actually be going down, but what you need to remember is that the overall gaming industry is still growing at an ridiculously Alright, excuse the verbal diarrhea, guys. Just a little problem here. Okay, so what we need to remember here is that basically what they're saying is the gaming industry as a whole is not actually shrinking, it's actually growing. It's at the rate that it grows is so ridiculous, not even the entertainment industry can keep up. So even though the number of players in the Battle Royale mode are actually in decline, the actual overall gaming industry has grown in the last few years. The numbers are really still quite substantial. So the question then becomes, what's the cause of this decline in the popularity? Well, one might guess that a possible explanation is that the market is becoming saturated. Basically, it's dry, like actual dry, with too many offerings, too many niches, too many of the same experiences, which will make it difficult for new games to actually stand out and attract players. I think Overwatch 2 came out recently. Obviously, Overwatch is always a good player in that market. But my point being is, there's always another thing coming out on another day. If it's not another game, adding another big update, like Destiny 2 is adding a big update. You know, Apex is ongoing, but the mobile's dead now. So this is what I mean. It's saturated. At the same time, there's too more. So that's definitely a hint for me to do this in rap form. Okay, so how many want to hear me do this in rap form? Give it a subscribe, and I will do a rap form if you subscribe to this channel. Okay, so what I was saying was, due to a lot of offerings, a lot of similar things going on in the industry, a lot of developments on the side, left, right and centre coming. Everyone's trying to do Battle Royale at this point, to be honest, and not everyone's doing it right. Only a few are doing it right, only a few are doing it perfect, and that's the thing. And there's a very few players in the game that are continuous in terms of monthly active players, to be honest. So what we notice is, despite the challenges, there's one Battle Royale game that seems to be thriving, and in my personal opinion, that game seems to be Warzone. And I think this game is taking this mode to the next level, and it's done it by storm. It's literally caught up a lot of games without realizing that this is coming. It's attracted loads of millions of players. It's quietly becoming one of the most popular games on Twitch. You see it if you look. So what makes Warzone so different from a lot of the Battle Royale games? Why is it so successful? Well, first of all, to me, it takes all the best parts of Call of Duty and puts them in a very, very fun to play game, very defined game. Do you know what? It looks beautiful. I'm not even gonna lie. Initially, I would have said PUBG is still the ultimate, but actually Warzone is much better looking game at this point. I mean, it's still not as realistic, but it's still definitely up there. And it brings the whole establishment to the game, like a whole Call of Duty brand to it. Do you know what? Like I said in the beginning, in my opinion, they should rebrand it to Warzone. The whole thing should just be Warzone. They should drop the Call of Duty name. It's about time, and no one's gonna miss it, to be frank. No one's actually gonna miss it. I mean, it's got a long history of this and that in the gaming world. It's the ultimate spit records. It's done everything. So it's finally time to change that name. Come up with a Warzone name. Let the Warzone name fly. And to be fair, look at what Call of Duty Mobile is doing. That's a mobile game, and it's managing to destroy completely. Like, to me, that's one of the most unique games you can find. And also, I must say, guys, this mode I'm playing right now is absolutely fantastic. As I've noticed, a lot of people don't play Battle Royale on mobile Call of Duty, but this mode with like 40 players and you get to respawn, which I didn't die at this point. I just played once and I survived, and my teammates survived. Well, you died once, but I didn't die. I think this is the future of Warzone. This is the future of Call of Duty, if you want to call it that. But as far as I'm concerned, it's Warzone, it's mobile, because this game can be played anywhere, anytime, however you want it. You wake up and you want to put it on your PC, on your phone, on your telly. For all I know, it probably plays on your telly. For all I know, it probably plays on your fridge freezer. Do you know what I mean? But the bottom line being is the ease of okay guys, I don't know what's going on with my tongue today, but the ease of accessibility available on this game makes it brilliant. Makes Warzone absolutely brilliant when it comes to mobile. Alright guys, I hope you've enjoyed. Give us a like and give us a comment, and like I said, subscribe so we got more content coming up, and also join our journey and see what we're doing. Cheers guys, have fun.